Hey everybody out there, I'm super proud to have this band on the show. It's a three-piece coming out of Victoria, making some really interesting music, especially loving the B-side of this record. This is episode 103 of In It to Spin It with Freak Heat Waves. So in their Discorder interview, Freak Heat Waves mentioned Repo Man and other futuristic movies as sort of influential on them making this record. I don't think I've ever shown this record on the show, but pretty great album. Even better movie if you have never seen it. Check it out. TV Party, Coup d'etat, Iggy Pop's title track. Really great stuff on there. Brings me to another punk album I found. I'd never heard of this or seen this record. You'll notice there's some water damage on the bottom. I haggled this price down from $4 to $2. Turns out these are a punk band out of Chicago in the early 80s. Really great record. I'm going to link a song, Security, here. Check that out. Something about this record just told me to get it. I could tell it was punk just even by the font. But check out that song. Pretty cool. And here's another one I picked up. Just took a chance on this. This is from 2002, Against Me, reinventing Axl Rose. I actually end up liking this record. It's pretty cool. We Laugh at Danger's good gang vocals on that track. Mine is on this particular copy is red marble vinyl, which I thought was going to be easy to locate on Discogs. Pretty interesting story behind this thing. It's actually gone through 38 different pressings, all different colors. I've actually never seen anything like this, 38 different pressings. A lot of these people have multiples. It's pretty crazy. But the music's pretty decent. I don't mind them. I saw them on SNL, remembered liking them. Not bad. Little punk pick-me-up there for 18 bucks all in for these things. Diggin'. So we met up with the guys at the Fox Theatre prior to their LP release show here in Vancouver. It was pouring rain out. We couldn't find a spot, so into the van we went and see what they had to say.
This is the spot, it's time to get off. You're not paranoid because it's just what you got. But you go out of it.
Hey everybody out there, we are outside the Fox Theatre with the band who has just put out their second LP entitled Bonnie's State of Mind. Welcome this three-piece to the show all the way from Victoria, BC. Freak Heat Waves, Steve Thomas and James. Say hi to everybody out there, guys.
Hey.
Right on. Glad to be here in the van. Haven't done one in a van for a long time, but the weather's shitty out there, so yeah. Here we are. Thanks for being here, doing this. How's everything going with you guys? The record's out. You're on the cover of Discorder. Everything's coming up roses. Yeah. How is it with Freak Heat Waves?
It's been good.
Yeah, exciting?
Yeah, it's been really exciting.
Mean a lot to you guys to be on Discorder there? It's got to be a pretty cool thrill, I guess.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, the interview we did with the guys were really awesome.
Yeah.
It was a good experience.
Cool. Yeah, we'll touch on that after. There's a great quote in that interview. So this record is out on Hockey Dad Records with Ryan, based out of Vancouver. There's 500 of these pressed. The music on there, I was pleasantly surprised when I listened to it. Sort of taken aback. The music on there can be described in many ways, I think. Ambient, experimental. In terms of explaining to people what type of music you guys play, what are your thoughts on what you've created here? Like, what comes to your mind when you're trying to explain this record here? In terms of maybe genres, or in terms of, you know, how would you just say I make music, but what? People want to know what. How would you say it in your own words? What this is? This sounds like.
You got it?
Yeah, we're trying to make weird music.
Yeah.
And we just try to make music that we like to make recordings of a lot of ideas, and then it's just like one kind of sound.
Okay,
so
yeah.
That was like the main approach to it. Just be like,
It's like
That's the essence of it?
collage of sounds, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, we're kind of afraid to be stuck in with one kind of sound, I guess. We're open to experimentation and and get a lot of different sounds out there.
Okay, yeah, there's a couple quotes I want to touch on.
Yeah.
One was you guys said there was no boundaries for what sound could be on this record. You guys didn't want to structure yourself. And also the quote in here I wanted to touch on was the mixtape idea of this, of how the next song erases the last one and there's just anything goes type of thing. Like,
yeah, I
touch
think
on that a little bit.
That was kind of the main objective, and that was kind of maybe the only guidelines we had going into it.
Yeah.
We knew that it had been a long time since we put out the last record, and we had a lot of material written in the studio and written live that we were kind of fleshing out, and we also knew that like we liked a lot of it, but it didn't actually sound the same. So that was kind of the mission, was to like make it flow into, you know, make that album happen.
Was it a hard album to produce? Like, there's very intricate, layered, trippy sounds at times, and is there any one song that made the final cut that you spent the longest time on?
Probably Design of Success, I guess. That was probably the most meticulously crafted song. Yeah.
Okay.
I know it's kind of different because there's like a couple songs in there we recorded a couple times before we got the
final.
Like especially like the band songs.
Yeah.
Where like they were harder to maybe capture in that sense, where the other songs were written and recorded at the same time. So
yeah. Okay.
There's just a lot of different processes
going on.
Yeah, I'd say there was a point where we were going to do the whole album by ourselves, and the band stuff just wasn't sound like we weren't good enough at recording. We couldn't get the you know, hit and record and running back to the drum set. It just wasn't the right vibe. So
you needed someone in there.
Yeah, so we got our friend Aaron, who just like is a great recording engineer, and he did that for us. And so that was the final answer to that, but we maybe did those songs like 3 other times before that.
Yeah, a lot of work in there. I think it was recorded from April of 13 to January of 14, so a long time in there.
Right. Yeah, a lot of work went into it. So.
Yeah, no, you can tell it's a great final product.
Sick.
Thank you. That sounds pretty good.
Melt in Your Home, I really like that track, definitely feeling that one. Your second single, we can call it, Dig a Hole, is out now with a video you guys made. Maybe touch on that song and what's that, you know, what's behind that song, and we can link that for the people out there.
Awesome.
Give you guys a listen.
Yeah, so that song was one we kind of put together right before we went on tour last time, when we were touring with Viet Cong for like, we did a pretty long tour, like 4 weeks, and then we kind of fleshed it out over that tour, but then at the last minute when we were trying to record it, we kind of switched it up entirely, and then just changed the drum beat and kind of the tempo, and just kind of like really found the attitude of it.
And now it is what it is.
It is what it is, and it's like pretty rough, and we just kind of used like, I think it was like the third take, and has like the improv guitar solo, and just kind of like left it kind of like raw, which was like kind of the whole idea of it.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, like I said, here's Dig a Hole. You guys made the video yourselves. Check it out for the viewers out there. Speaking of other things you guys made yourselves, the word collage of sound was thrown around earlier just now, and it's definitely a collage on the front. Really cool artwork. I really like it. You guys put that together. What was the concept behind that? Because it's pretty unique. It's really cool. You can look at it for probably a long time and keep finding new things in it.
Yeah, and that's kind of the same vibe that we were trying to do with the album.
Yeah,
where there's like
it definitely represents.
Yeah, a lot of ear candy on the album, there's a lot of eye candy on the cover, but the general idea is that each one of those is actually in real life, it's a mixtape sized collage. So carrying on with the mixtape idea, it's so it's like 98 of those, I think, or something.
Okay.
But yeah, so we each made like a bunch of them and slammed them all together.
So they're just little covers for tapes.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. That's great to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It felt like making the album again.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Okay, so I first heard your name, Freak Heat Waves, when I was interviewing fellow Victoria band Fountain, like last summer.
Sweet.
They were raving about this material.
Lots of Victoria bands. Inner are an amazing band you put on the tape. Really good friends of ours. Psychosomatic Itch are another one.
Yeah, Fountain fan. Nice.
Freak Heat Waves are really good friends of ours from Victoria. Okay. And we had a very hushed listening session at our house. They like played us the new record. It's not a. It's just like it ended. It ended and there's just like a minute of silence after it finished. So that's like they're a good kind of like light fire under our butts to like take it up and up.
Laura, I gave you. So we're talking about Fountain, Victoria, hometown. What's the scene like in Victoria? Because I don't get over there much. You guys are two bands. I know some other ones. Apollo Ghosts had roots in Nanaimo. But what's the scene like in Victoria? A lot of venues or a lot of good bands? Is there camaraderie between you guys?
A lot of camaraderie.
Yeah.
Not a lot of venues.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's there's not a lot happening, but what is happening is everyone's very supportive.
Quality,
of each other.
yeah. Okay, and who should we be listening for? Or is there any bands you should point us in the direction of?
Yeah, for sure. There's bands we really like. Or Fountain, obviously.
Yeah.
They like completely took it up another level at the show. It's like blew me away.
Yeah. Yeah, they've got a unique sound. It's super cool. I like that a lot.
They're amazing. They keep getting better every show. It's pretty insane. So
yeah.
They're definitely keep an eye on them. Iceberg Ferg is our really good friend.
Okay.
He has an album coming out next month, maybe. Hopefully. It's getting pressed, but everyone's records are getting delayed now. So
yeah.
Keep an eye out for that. It's awesome.
Okay.
And Pinner's a really great band.
Pinner I've heard of.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know their music. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like the slacker rock thing, but they kind of take a interesting take on it. It's awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Victoria's got good tunes. We'll check it out. Pinner. Okay. Well, Bonnie's State of Mind is the name of the LP. Like I said, great, surprising listen, rewarding listen. Kind of pushes your ears in new directions, definitely, as a listener, not knowing what's on that. So it was set covers a lot of ground. Listeners out there can check out streaming in its entirety on your Bandcamp, right?
Yeah.
So we can send everybody out there. And I think that's a good intro. Freak Heat Waves. Thanks, guys, for doing it. And have a great show tonight.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Cool.